Dress Makers and friends, welcome again on this channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to bead on illusion net, creating the scatter design when you're working with sleeves. You'll find this video helpful, so don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, write me your questions in the comment section and also subscribe if you have not done so already. The way you're working with sleeves, after cutting the sleeve with your pattern, you can actually use this embroidery hoop. If you don't know how to use this embroidery hoop or you would like to see how to actually install this with your net, I have this video link up here for you. All right, so but if the sleeve is sewn already, don't go anywhere. Before the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to also bead on your sleeve if the sleeve is already sewn. I'm going to show you the trick on how to make it really easy for you. I have here my size 10 beading needle, and this is it right here, size 10. This is going to be perfect for this tails which I'm going to be using because it can perfectly go in and then come out. All right, so and I have my illusion net, any type of net, whether you are working with tool or any other skin type, you can use it. So now let's begin our beading. So the first thing, you want to go ahead to thread your needle. When you're working with tool, it is advised, whether it is skin net or any color, it's advised you use the invisible thread, and then you can start your beading by, after you have marked the point on the bead, pick a pinch of fabric like this right here. Okay, notice the way I thread my needle. I didn't actually use double. The trick is so that the illusion thread will not show so much. So now once you pass your thread inside of this, you are going to now tie. Take a look at how I'm going to be tying this. Go into the loop just like that, 2 or 3 times. Then you tie like this. You do that 2 or 3 times again, and then you tie. So once you have done that, then you come in with this your needle this way. Let it go inside of the two thread. Okay, you should have one long thread and one short thread. So once it goes in like this, you can do that also twice. By the time you do that twice, I can assure you that your thread is already secured inside of your net. Okay, so now you go ahead and cut off this small one just like that, and then this is how you start your stitch. So once you have started like that, now you can start. So if you are going to secure the last bead now, so you can just make a knot just like that. Okay, make sure that you are doing it in a concealed way, then go inside of the loop, then you pull out your thread. You do this multiple times so that you can secure that end properly. You've been able to secure that end, your beads are secured. One thing you should bear in mind with using running stitches is that for running stitches, it simply means that only one thread is what's carrying all of the beads, which means that if any of this thread breaks afterwards, it means that all of the beads that it holds is going to scatter, like it's going to unravel. Okay, so but another method that which you can prevent that, I mean secure your bead to some extent, is when you use back stitches. So when you are using back stitches, it's just that instead of you going forward, you are going to be coming behind the beads. I'm going to show us what I mean by that right here. So you pick a bead. So when you pick your bead now, okay, if you are using the running stitch method, you have to go forward. But in this case now, you come behind and then you come to the next point. Take a look. You are coming behind the bead, and then you are going forward. And that's how to use back stitch. So this is the first one. I'm going to do the second one. By the time I do the second one for you to see, you are going to get a good understanding of that. Okay, this is the first one. Now let's do the second one. Pay attention as I do this. Can you see that? So now that's the second one. I'm going to do it one more time just for you to see. You go behind. If you drop it, this is where the bead is going to be. Okay. So we are going behind that point and then we are going forward that way. This is how to use the back stitch to actually secure your bead. You have to control it to make sure that it lies flat, okay, so that where the bead is or where the holes is not facing you, okay. You have to use your hand to adjust that, and once everything looks good, this should secure this bead a little bit, okay, unlike the one you did right here with the running stitches. Okay, so let's keep at it. Let me keep doing this so that we can see, and then afterwards I'm going to show us how to actually bead our dresses or our sleeve after it is actually sewn. So when you get to the end of this also, you are going to make a knot and then you are going to secure it. The only thing that is needed for you to do with this using of back stitch is that you have to control your beads so that the parts with the O is not facing upward, okay? And once you have done that, secure the end of your bead properly. Once everything is well secured, then your beads can actually sit in nicely and then it's going to last. So the first two right here, we did it using running stitches. Meanwhile, the second two right here, we did it using the back stitch method. You can see that if you look at it, you cannot really see the difference. And then you also have to look at it up close so that you are able to see that illusion thread that is right underneath. Okay, so if you have any questions, drop your questions in the comments below and then all of your questions will be attended to. So now I'm going to be showing you how to use the trick that I shared at the beginning of this video when you are actually beading already sewn illusion or already sewn net. Now here is an example of an already sewn sleeve. So how do you want to bead this without having trouble when you are going in deeper and deeper? So the trick is that you are going to get a bottle just like this, any bottle. Just make sure that the bottle is not bigger than the sleeve so that it does not expand the sleeve more than the measurement that you are working with. So you get any bottle and then you push in your sleeve inside of the bottle like this. So you can now bead on top of it. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that as well. So here is how you are going to begin. Pick a pinch of the fabric just like we did earlier. Just like we did earlier, everything we are doing is still the same. So you are going to make a knot now and then you are going to start your stitch. Do this multiple times so that the beginning of your stitch is going to be well secured. And after this is done, you are going to cut off this other smaller thread. So once you have been able to do that, now you can start picking your beads. Just as I showed us earlier, you can also use either running stitches or back stitch for this as well. So now you are going to be moving at the spacing of what you intend to have. Once you get to the end of the bottle, you just need to push in the bottle and push in the bottle and keep pushing in the bottle until you get to every part that you actually need to bead. Once you are done, you are just going to remove the bottle. So can you see now? Can you see what your sleeve should now look like? So wherever you want to put this, whether on your sleeve, on the shoulder area or wherever, this will give you the results that you need. So if you have any questions, do well to ask me in the comment section And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe if you have not done so already. Okay, I'll see you again in the next sewing tutorial.